Good morning. We're here this morning to talk to Vicky Robinson. Hi Vicky.
Hi Jamie.
We're going to talk about quite a delicate subject, which is anorexia. Vicky's been affected by it for quite some time. Can you tell me how you think eating disorders actually develop?
Well, I think there's definitely something in the sufferer's brain that makes them predisposed to developing the condition, and something happens in their life to trigger it off. Like with me, I always felt that there was something wrong in my life, and I think it triggered off with me when I was starting to grow up, when I was going through senior school, and I thought I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I kept everything inside, and I just thought that life after school would end, and I wanted to put a stop on my life there and then. I didn't consciously decide to stop eating, it was just a way of me of controlling my life, and it just manifested over the period of time into an eating disorder.
Can you tell me how it's actually affected your life?
I'm definitely not the person that I used to be. I was always really bubbly, happy. I didn't really have a care in the world. I had loads of friends. But when something like this takes over your life, you don't care about anything or anyone else but what you eat, how much you drink, how much you weigh, and you cut everybody out of your life because you want to protect them, because you know they're so upset and so desperate to make you better when they can't. And it's just a snowball of feelings that at first you think, oh yeah, I'm not thinking about anything else other than I'm so hungry. But with the anorexia comes the depression and the OCD, and everything in your life has got to be completely rigid. I had to have certain times of days when I could eat, and if I went over that certain time, I wouldn't eat at all. I shut my parents out of my life. I shut my friends out of my life. And it's just made me more susceptible, I think, to anybody who makes a slight comment. It can bring my entire world crashing down. Even if they don't mean anything by that comment, it can just ruin my entire day.
It sounds as if it can be quite an isolating disorder.
Yeah, because obviously when you're young, everybody wants to go out with their friends, they want to go out to eat, they want to go to the cinema, to go out drinking. And unfortunately, food means calories and drinking means calories. And I think it's like a little monster inside you that takes over your entire self. And it makes you think that you don't need friends, that the only friend that you need is this little voice inside your head. And it actually, although rationally you know that there's no one there, it actually speaks to you and says, you don't need to go out with them. You don't need to go out and socialise. You just need to sit in your room and exercise or count calories. And it just goes from there. You just isolate yourself completely.
What advice would you give to other people that are suffering from anorexia?
I think looking back now on when I first got ill, I would say to them, definitely talk to somebody that you trust, because I didn't say a word to anyone, and I suffered on my own for months and months and months. And anorexics are really, really good at hiding their condition. They wear baggy clothes and they just become different people when they're with other people to make them think there's nothing wrong. And I would just say, if there's somebody you trust, just confide in them, because otherwise it can go on for years and years and years. I mean, I've been like this for about 16 years now, and although I'm a lot better than what I was, if I'd just maybe spoke to my mum and dad, or I'd got help sooner, maybe I would have been able to overcome it, and I might not have had so many hospitalisations. And because you think that nobody's going to understand, because it's a very, very misunderstood illness, you feel ashamed and you keep it to yourself. But people have got to understand that it's not your fault. It's a way of coping with life. And it's just so important that you talk to somebody so you can get the help that you need.
Thank you so much for your time today, Vicky. We're going to have to draw the interview to a close, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.